4:30 movie.
I'm Reggie Jackson, and there are two things that my dad always taught me. Look out for the right-handed pitcher who throws a slider, but second, and more important, remember that kids are people too. Now here's the star of our show, Michael Young.
Whoa! Ha! I made it one time. How you doing? I'm Michael Young, and today on Kids Are People Too, we have a show that is packed with superstars. You just saw one of the biggest heroes in the sports world, and later on in the show, he's going to show us some of his famous slugging secrets. I'm talking about the one and only Reggie Jackson. And we're going to play a game with a man who's been striking people out for 29 years. It's a game that we've all played at one time or another, but I bet you've never played it his way. He's Lou Goldstein, the original Simon Says. Yeah. And you're also going to meet a man named Billy, whose older brother Jimmy just happens to be the President of the United States. And he's that strong-minded individualist, Billy Carter. Oh, listen, I want you to take a look at some more pictures right now and see if you recognize anyone. Did you ever see this guy before? No? All right, how about this one? All right, how about the third one? No? Well, how about this fourth guy? Yeah, well, that's a face you can't forget. In fact, the first three guys have gone out of their way to make sure we don't forget the face of the fourth. He's Alfred E. Newman, and they're part of the gang over at MaG magazine. Now, look at that lop-eared, crazy-headed guy. He's been showing up on the covers of magazines for over 25 years. And you know what? No matter what happens in the world, Alfred's attitude never changes. He always has the same comment on top of his tooth-gapped smirk. What? Me worry? Well, the staff behind MaG magazine, they have the same attitude. They don't care, and they never did. And that's why they can write articles like this. Fiddler made a goof. Rockhead. Jawed. the planet that went ape. The Odd Father. And the poop-sided down adventure. That must have been some morning after. Anyway, let's welcome MaG Magazine's editor, Al Feldstein, associate editor, Nick Meglin, and writer, Dick DeBartolo, the men behind the face of Alfred E. Newman. Hey. Come on up and join me on the block. There we go. Hey. You know, I just figured out why you guys... I figured out why you're so crazy. On the bottom of these blocks, it says MaD. That would be Meglin, Al, and Dick, right? How did you happen to choose Alfred E. Newman as your symbol?
Well, he kind of symbolized what the magazine was all about.
What?
Well, the whole world is going crazy, and the way to fight it off is to maintain your sense of humor. He's been around for years, and we just kind of adopted him as our mascot. We felt that he kind of symbolized the philosophy of the magazine.
You mean that character's face has been around?
Oh, yeah.
Where? I mean, where? I never saw it before, man.
Well, after we adopted him as our mascot, out of the woodwork came all of the copyright owners of various faces like him that had published him on postcards and things like that. And they all wanted a piece of the action. So we had to go back and trace Alfred's origin, and we found him.
Now we have a picture there on the monitor. Is that one of the...
That's the original one that we found. It was a painless dentist slide for a Nickelodeon. When he used to go into the Nickelodeons and watch slideshows. And this was a slide for a painless dentist. Said it didn't hurt a bit. I don't know whether you could read. He was pointing to the...
Did you ever find anybody who looked like Alfred E. Newman?
Not until we met you, Mike.
There's no gap in this tooth, I promise.
There will be after the show.
No, seriously, have you ever run across anybody you thought really looked like it?
Well, we always get postcards and letters in from people, especially from the mothers. It's a pity, really. The mothers are always saying, well, doesn't my kid look like Alfred E. Newman? I guess they want us to buy him and hire him for a movie or something. I don't know.
Now, who is this? This looks awful. Another picture on our monitor.
Well, somebody wrote in and said that Prince Charles, when he was 12 years old, I mean, that's quite a while ago.
That's Prince Charles?
That's Prince Charles, yes. Said that
he looked like Alfred.
It looked like. And then we got a letter from Buckingham Palace on Buckingham Palace Stationery.
Right.
And it said, I do not absolutely look like Alfred E. Newman. You can jolly well stow it. Charles P.
Seriously?
Seriously. And we had it investigated, and we decided that it was a legitimate letter because you have to know a little bit about British royalty to know that he would sign a Charles Princess.
Isn't that something? That's great. What was the best-selling issue that you ever had, Dick?
The Poseidon. I brought another copy of it with me. The Poseidon adventure issue, a takeoff on the disaster movie Poseidon. Upside Down.
Right.
Sold close to 3 million copies. And, you know, you think it's all fun and games up at MAD, but we have a lot of serious stuff, too. I have the Poseidon issue here.
That's mine.
Leave it. Upside Down, which was one of the only issues that Alfred E. Newman was kind of absent from the issue. I mean, he's there, but he's
everybody
like down. That's true. Everybody recognized his sneakers.
Well, why do you think it sold so many? Just the particular story got it?
I think when you get hit movies, people love to read the satires. Irwin Allen, the producer of that movie, actually wrote in and bought 100 copies for the staff because...
His legal staff.
His legal staff.
His legal staff, right. Him to read as they were suing you, right?
Right. Because the cast loves to read satires on their own stuff.
I think these guys are really weird, don't you think so? They're great. That's weird in a wonderful way. Would you be willing to answer questions from our audience?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Well, you're gonna anyway. Got some questions, everybody? All right. We've got one down here. All right, jump up. Tell us who you are.
Debbie Snow.
All right, Debbie Ann.
Why did you use Alfred E. Newman for the cover of Mad magazine?
He looked like the kind of person that would symbolize MAD and the philosophy of MAD, which is don't worry about anything, even though the world is going crazy. Just maintain your sense of humor.
All right, stand up. Tell us who you are.
I'm Patty Manrose.
All right, Penny, go.
Okay, what's the best way to get started to write comedy?
Buy a typewriter.
And then after that?
And then after that, you can buy a book called The Writer's Digest. It lists every magazine in the address and who you can send stuff to. And just start writing away.
And if you write to MAD and you have a great idea, please enclose a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Hey, you know, we've all been reading Mad Magazine for a long time, and we really want to thank Nick Meglin and Al Feldstein and Dick DeBartolo for giving us so much pleasure for so long. Yeah. And don't go away.